Peace, family. How you all doing? My name is Keisha, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm coming on here to talk about the weekly astrology for September 5th to the 11th. And so I believe that is the first official week of September. If you could believe it or not, it's crazy, but here we are. I decided to come on and do a live because I wanted everybody to see my Luke Cage shirt. I'm not gonna lie. You guys have to go check out Dash T's t-shirts. He is the most professional, patient person I've ever met thus far doing this work. And it was quick, easy. And he was very informative on how everything works, and it's supporting black businesses, y'all. So y'all better get up on it. I got 2 more coming, and I can't wait to show those ones off as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna continue doing what I do. So, weekly astrology for September 5th to the 11th. Mercury turns retrograde this week. And is there any other major transits I think that's about all the major transits of this week. So like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. People, please share. Like. We are trying to grow our channel here. And the more you do that, the more it helps with the algorithm to help us get in front of more people. And make sure you hit that notifications bell so that you can be notified every time we go live. Family, we do appreciate you in advance. Okay, Monday, the moon will be in Capricorn. This is very serious energy, and you can get things done. The moon will be in tension with Jupiter. So anytime there's tension between something, that means that there could be some frustration, maybe anger. And it doesn't always have to be, especially when you're talking about Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of luck, upbeat, and happy, friendly energy. And so what I do know about Jupiter is it'll expand everything that it touches, whether you're on the higher vibration or the lower vibration. It's really up to you. So to keep that in mind, whatever you're frustrated about, try to look to the higher side of that situation if you can. It's not always permitted. And so with the moon being in Capricorn, Jupiter in Aries, I can see this being very businesslike. Maybe some frustration coming in around who you're working with, business tasks, and meetings, and things that you have to do here. This could be work too, your work area of life, wherever you work, especially if you're in management. There could be issues with management or people in power in general, or father figures. This was where the tension could come from. And so be mindful if you have things coming up for that. Try to take the high road on all of this. This will be from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. You might be expecting a lot, or doing too much. So be careful for overworking and having high expectations. And then the moon will be in a stressful angle to Mercury, and Mercury's currently in Libra. So again, this could be issues around business contracts, signing business contracts and agreements, maybe scheduling time and planning. So maybe say for example, you work and you're trying to start your own business, and you have a business partnership with somebody. And there's consistent scheduling issues. That's what this could be. People not being on the same page, maybe even having to find new business partnerships and things of that nature. but it could also be all relationships, because Libra rules all relationships. So this could be legal issues, counseling, having that kind of back and forth and counseling where something's kind of bubbling up that can cause some kind of frustration. Even with a mentor, a leader, or somebody who you work under as like a guide, if you will, somebody even that you look up to in some way, if you will, or this could obviously be friends, family, and otherwise. You can be a lot of misunderstandings and just communication off track. Okay, so the moon will be in harmony with the sun at the end of the day, helping you get back on track. So that's good. That just means by the end of the day, whatever this is, you could come to some kind of resolution, finding some kind of positive outlook on whatever this is. Whether it's still to cut something off or not, by the way. And then Tuesday, the moon will be in harmony with Neptune. God. Neptune is still in Pisces, but it's retrograde. With Capricorn, this could be unrealistic expectations around business, how to get things done, and just a lack of experience, really, on what to expect going into business. So you could also be inspired to do something fulfilling. So even like cutting out work that doesn't make you happy anymore, or just making the decision from that point on to be like, you know what, I know that I might have to work a second job, third, fourth, or whatever, but I'm going to make a commitment to doing the real work that makes me happy. And then the moon will be in tension with Jupiter from 6 a.m. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm still on Monday. My bad. This can highlight your imagination, fantasy, and music. So again, any kind of talents you have around writing, speaking, dance, documentaries, directing, photography, Reiki, past life regression. This could also be astrology and like esoteric topics. And I want to say the music industry more than anything, but it could be Hollywood in general, because Neptune really actually does rule that. Any kind of creative, artistic talents that you have, you might get like tunnel vision on things to do, deja vu, even feel like you have a muse kind of sort of watching over you. You could also be watching something or listening to music around these themes as a way to like go inward. Again, this is like doing stuff behind the scenes. Neptune is very internal. So relaxing, resting, watching movies, again, anything that calms you, meditating, yoga, any kind of spiritual practice here, having gratitude for where you're at in life right now, things of that nature. And then the moon will go void until the next morning, and then it will move into Aquarius. So Wednesday, the moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is very freedom seeking. It kind of breaks the status quo and is rebellious in that way about doing things that are strictly like the tried and true, right? And so the moon will be in harmony with Jupiter. So that's going to expand that energy. So you might be more open to new things, studying new things, learning new things, science, even astrology, technology, even doing things online around social media. Yeah. Or even with your friends, groups that you belong to, trying new groups, Maybe new groups with the same thing, because we are in retrograde, so keep that in mind. Not new, but something old in a new way. That's going to be my favorite saying until March. Something new, old in a new way. Um, mm, 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 yeah, did I say writing a book, publishing, traveling, public speaking, going back to school, spiritual studies, a philosophy, um, your morals and ethics here too. Maybe you're doing some of these things that are changing your world view in some way. Yeah. No. And then the moon will be in harmony with Mercury. So really just repeating a lot of those same themes. This is speaking, writing, and connecting with others when you add Mercury and Gemini with Aquarius. And these get real good. It's like, okay, so Pisces would be more like the high conversations, but because I know Aquariuses can kind of have that same energy, but I'm going to put a little twist on it this time because Gemini is involved. And Gemini is going to still be super logical and intelligent, right? And so this is like those high conversations where it's a vibe. You know, it's flowing. Like everybody's in the same wavelength and it's super high functioning. You know, like we're having intelligent scientific conversations, esoteric conversations, universal conversations, conversations about socialism and the people, but with solutions and problem solving and what if things could be like this. You know, I think immediately the song that comes to my mind is If I Rule the World from Nas. And that whole song, it was like he was having one of those high moments where he must have been sitting down smoking like, I'm gonna write about this. You know, and he just went into this whole trance of like what it would be like if he could rule the world. That's the kind of conversations this energy brings. I went on a tangent with that, but I had to get it right. And then the moon will be in harmony with Mars. Whoa. So that's like acting on these things. Like, okay, we just had a dope ass conversation, but we don't want to lose what we just came up with. How can we implement those things into our life? Actually, it's Mercury's in Libra, but Mars is in Gemini. Ooh, this is a trine. Y'all, listen. Y'all better write this date down, because energy's going to be flowing like a mother. Everybody's going to be getting along for no reason. You might even dap up your enemy by accident on purpose. And so acting on those things, taking a risk with putting yourself out there, doing the things that you talked about in these discussions and really, taking real steps towards it. That's dope. Thursday, the moon will go void, and then it'll move into Pisces, and then there are no other aspects for Thursday. Now, let me just say, now that the moon is in Pisces, with all that energy there, now look, at the very least on the lower vibration, Pisces is probably most likely going to turn this into more gossip, talking about people, making fun of people. Oh my God. But on the higher vibration for artistic people, off the wall. Super spiritual people, making big moves. Healing people, putting their products out there. People serving people in need. This is Virgo season, right? Oh my gosh, this is absolutely magical. This is like if there was a perfect world where everybody knew what their skills and talents were, and we all embraced that and fed each other with whatever it was that we needed, depending on one another with Aquarius. Come on. This is like the 70s. This is like some 70s love type energy right here. This dope ass energy. Like, word is born. But this also adds that element of the highness and maybe even a little unrealistic. And so, stay grounded with your ideas and where you go with things, and try to stay on the high vibration of this energy. And you have magic literally happen here. And then Friday, Mercury goes retrograde. Wow. I'm going to write these days down because I want to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do to manifest. This is like, now Mercury's going to go back over that energy and repeat everything from when Mercury when it first stationed retrograde, which was for just before this new moon. But I think I'm doing, when am I recording this video? It's a week early, so I always have to like really go back and think. The 20th, right? Yeah, I think it was the 20th. Don't quote me on that. Or maybe it's just like a few days. Oh, I know what it is. The 20th it went in shadow, but it actually goes direct retrograde on the 25th. I think it's the same day as the Virgo new moon. So everything up until that point, that day on the 25th, now with Mercury going retrograde, we go back over all of what was going on. And get more clear, get more, like refined and concise and organized, and how you're going to sell it, and all that stuff there. That's really dope energy. And then the moon will be in tension with Mars. Now, again, anytime you have any tension, this could be all the devices and things that you need to do to get all this stuff done. All of a sudden, it goes away. Nobody's available. Everybody's got stuff to do. Irritable, moody, jumping to conclusions, overthinking, overanalyzing, all this kind of energy here. So I would say, try not to get frustrated. Take that day to relax and really let everything process. If you have to sign any documents or make big purchases or make any important decisions, just hold off on all of that with this retrograde energy. Process your thoughts and everything that just happened. Give it some time to really think it through, because that mercurial energy can put everything on hold. Especially the day of it, it's the strongest. If you can. Not everybody has the ability to do that, but if you can, hold off. If you can't, stay grounded. Remember, do the little that you can, but understand that anything that you do, you might have to go back over it anyway. So it doesn't even make sense to rush through things. And make sure you double check, triple check everything, and read the fine print and get warranties and save your receipts. Okay? And then Saturday is the full moon in Pisces. Ooh. I'm liking this energy. Now, I haven't done I haven't even started my research for this full moon yet, but if it's anything like what I talked about on Thursday and bringing in more of those themes, for when Jupiter goes back into Pisces for a short period of time, because right now I'm pretty sure it's still in Aries, and it'll dip into Pisces a little bit at the end of the year before it officially goes back into Aries again for next year. I like this. So whatever this is that's coming up for you this week, even though you're going over it now, you'll get the full benefits of whatever the completion of this is when Jupiter moves back into Pisces. So this is good stuff here. Um, Ooh, and then it's in harmony with Uranus, which was all that Aquarius energy that I was talking about. So, ooh, this is sudden wake ups and seeing the truth. Again, allowing new original ideas and solutions to move you forward. Like everything that I was just saying, literally repeating itself here. Right before or right after a retrograde. Oh man. Oh man. This is going to be crazy, y'all. And then the moon will go void. And the next day, it'll move into Aries. So Sunday, moon in Aries. Aries is quick, fast-moving energy. It's a little bit more hot-headed with all these retrogrades. So just remember, be mindful. You're making moves, but for things for the past. If you're trying to do anything new, you're going to tell because you're going to run into blockages, frustration, irritability, all those themes that come with the lower vibration because it's not time to be moving forward with anything new. So make small changes to old things in a new way. Before doing anything new. This is a wrap up, a closing of cycles, and even some kind of declutter or clearing for things that just don't go with whatever your heart wants now, because you have to remember that Uranus energy was going back over it, because Uranus is retrograde, and that's going back over all that energy that we had back in January. If you've been following me for a while, I've been talking about that Uranus square to Saturn, and even though that energy's done, it's broken up and whatever, but anytime we hit Uranus, it's always going to come back to that, of which what we're doing right now, is it working? Is it sufficient? Is it healing? Is it your mission? Do you love it? Absolutely love it. Unapologetically. Can you say without a shadow of a doubt that this is something that you see yourself doing for the rest of your life? And so just think of this time as a process before moving forward. Process. Don't be afraid to let things sit. Just because something's sitting and it's not moving doesn't mean you're not accomplishing anything. This is also about understanding longevity of something, discipline in something, in order to know or to feel or to allow things to just process, to see if this is what you really want. Think of it as like a trial period. That's a good way to think of this, as a trial period. All right? That you're trying on all different kinds of things to see what fits and what doesn't, before you move forward. That's what this is, okay? And then the moon will pass over Jupiter. So this is going to bring in, whatever this is coming up for you, it's going to feel good. But again, just remember, it's not forward. It's preparation, planning and preparation, all right? So that you can have the best results. Family, as usual, I love and appreciate you. I hope you guys are finding this information helpful. Like, share. Peace.